Welcome to your Cyber Daily News Update for August 18th, 2026. Here is what is happening in cybersecurity today. On the vulnerability front, GitLab has issued an emergency patch to address a critical flaw that allows unauthenticated attackers to remotely modify or delete public projects on self-managed servers. The security issue, which carries a high severity rating, exploits a GraphQL directive to grant unauthorized access to sensitive user data. This means any organization running an older version of the platform is currently exposed to potential data manipulation and service disruption. Administrators must update immediately to prevent unauthorized control over their repositories. In the botnet landscape, FortiGuard Labs has identified a new Linux-based threat called Evo1 bot that leverages the Mirai-DDoS engine to hijack routers and IoT devices. This malware, which has been active since July, adds sophisticated layers of encryption to its command and control channels and includes an SSH brute force scanner and a SOC 5 proxy module. The botnet is now being used to launch massive DDoS attacks, steal credentials, and provide criminal proxy services to other cybercriminals. Securing IoT endpoints is more critical than ever, as this hybrid threat proves difficult to detect and neutralize. Turning to the financial sector, the SandClock supply chain attack has exposed credentials across 2,038 repositories, with technology, banking, and healthcare industries being the most heavily impacted. Resecurity researchers determined that a backdoored GitHub action was used to harvest cloud credentials during the build process, leading to widespread access for threat actors. The campaign highlights the immense risk associated with third-party dependencies and automated CI/CD pipelines in modern software development. Companies must audit their supply chains and rotate compromised credentials immediately to mitigate the fallout. In breach news, the Heights Finance data breach has impacted at least 1.2 million individuals after hackers stole sensitive information from a third-party platform. The stolen records include names, addresses, phone numbers, social security numbers, and financial details, posing a severe risk of identity theft and fraud for the victims. The breach underscores the dangers of relying on external vendors for critical data storage and processing without adequate security controls. Affected individuals should monitor their financial accounts closely for suspicious activity. On the plugin front, a critical flaw in the WordPress User Profile Builder plugin has exposed approximately 40,000 sites to unauthorized administrator takeover. The vulnerability allowed unauthenticated attackers to access administrator accounts, potentially giving them full control over the affected websites. This widespread exposure highlights the persistent danger of poorly maintained third-party code in content management systems. Site owners are urged to update the plugin or remove it from their installations immediately to restore security. CVE numbers and other details can be found in the links in the show notes. That's a wrap for today's Cyber Daily News. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest in cybersecurity. Catch us on YouTube and your favorite podcast platform. See you next time.